Hello everybody, in this video we're going to be looking at how we can use the Helical sweep tool within Creo to generate threads. So if we have a look at the model on the screen at the moment, you can see that I've started modeling a hex head cap screw. So this is going to be an M3 thread around the main body of the screw. Okay, so I've done all the detail around the top, I've got the head, I just need to add the actual thread onto this now. So in order to do that, we have to go through quite a few different stages within Creo. And the first thing that we have to do is draw a sketch to show the profile of the thread. So this is the direction in which the thread will be traveling. So to do that, I just click on one of the planes, click sketch, and now what I'm going to do is draw a line. I'm going to add a reference. I'm going to add this edge here as a reference line for me. Okay, so I'm just going to click on line, and then I'm going to make sure it goes. Let's go to sketch view. I'm going to make sure I'm over this undercut area, and then also past this point here. And I'm just going to change some of these dimensions. So first of all, I'm going to start here to here. Okay, so I'm just going to add some dimensions. So I'm going to start off by dimensioning the bottom of this line relative to the bottom of the screw. Okay, and I want that to be 1. And then this top one here will make, because I've moved it down, this has sort of moved past the undercut. So if I click here, click this face, dimension that. Let's change, 0.5 should be fine for that part. And now click OK. So this is going to be the profile in which the thread will follow. So we'll start here and then travel up to the top. So we'll click OK. Now what I need to do is select that sketch and then go up here and you'll see Helical sweep. So if we click on this reference tab here, this is where we need to input some information. Okay, so it's asking me to select the sweep profile. So I want sketch 7, so that's there. I want this to start at the other end, so if you click on this arrow you can decide where it's going to start. So I want it to start here. I need to select an axis in which it's going to rotate around. So if I click there, I can click the axis in the middle. And then we need to set a pitch. So this is going to be 0.5 for this M3 screw. Okay, so there's our pitch. Now what we need to do is actually generate the profile. So it's going to cut the material out and we need to give it a profile. To do that, we come to the top here, it says Creo edit sweep section. So we click on that, and this time it's going to be at the our origin will be at the start of our line here. So if we again click on sketch view, squares everything up, and this is where we need to generate the thread profile. So to get the information you need for this, there are various resources online that show you the different thread parameters. I've actually already calculated them, so I'll just go ahead and input them now. So start off with construction mode and line. I'm just going to change this to 0.5, and I'm going to add a dimension from the center of this. So this should be 1.55. Okay. Now I'm just going to draw another line. So this is going to be the internal thread depth. So again, I'll dimension this from this line here. This is 0.43. And one more line. So these are all construction lines, meaning that they're not going to add towards geometry, but they're useful for me to reference to. Okay. Now I'm going to come out of construction mode and click on the line, and I'm going to go from here to the middle of this line to this line here. Okay, so this is going to be the basic profile. However, I need to round off this section here. So to do that, I'll choose the fillet tool. Click on this and press Ctrl, click on this. I just need to edit this radius, so 0.06. 7. Okay, so that should just about be on that line. It's close enough. And then I click on line, and I need to close off the sketch. So you see, you need to have this pink area because that is the area that is going to be cut from the rest of the material. So I've got my profile, and if I click OK now, what you will see is that, like any operation, it always tries to add the material, but we can remove material by pressing the remove material button. Okay, so this is a good way. This is how we generate threads on our components. But if you wanted to create something like a spring, this is also how you would do that. You would use the helical sweep, follow a path, but you would add material if you wanted to make a spring shape. Okay, so let's just see if that's looking good. So we can accept that, and now I've got the detailed thread on my fastener.